Hello, everybody. My name is Marianne, and I'm head of the development teams within the Scania Maintenance.
And my name is Charlotte, and I'm head of the Scania Maintenance product. And we will talk about leadership in a flow-oriented IT organization.
To give you a view of what we are working with, we will start with a short film about the product.
In the business of long-distance transport, uptime is everything, as it is when your mission is to create a clock entirely run by trucks. Setting the right maintenance plan can be difficult, especially when your mission, route, and cargo tend to differ. But in order to keep your wheels turning, it's crucial to find exactly the right plan for every vehicle.
I det här vi ser nu så har vi individuella planer för alla bilar. I basen så är det ungefär 32 moduler vi känner av med reaktioner på temperatur, slitage och som hela tiden då gör att den här flexibla planen faktiskt justeras.
This gives us the chance to be proactive, fixing what needs to be fixed before it's too late, and adapting the maintenance plan precisely to the needs of your business. We help increase your productivity by reducing unnecessary planned downtime, using our skilled and widespread service network. As time is money, we know the importance of making the most of it, no matter if you're in the business of long-distance transport or clockmaking.
So Charlotte and I comes from Scania IT, and we are responsible for the IT part, and we have the developer teams as also the product owner teams and work with analysis in the product. And in our presentation now, we will talk about the transformation from project to a flow-oriented line organization. And we will also talk about how we think that we can add value as managers.
Yes. And the project to develop Scania Maintenance with flexible plans started 5 years ago. And today we are 70 people working, developing the product and also rolling it out all over the world. Over time, the project generated a flow-oriented way of working. And actually this big project became a mini organization within the big Scania family. And until early this year, the rest of the organization at Scania IT had the focus on resource optimization. And that was, of course, a conflict for the project working in the flow. We had to spend a lot of hours for overhead and administration to transform the resource map into the flow map of the project. So many hours spent on administration and overhead issues. For example, to manage all this, we needed 10 group managers and 3 project managers. Also, the mindset was a kind of waste, the mindset of the product. We had a very, very short perspective in quality and scope and just thinking about the next project goal that was quite short ahead of us. But early this year, we did a big organization change within Scania IT, and the resource-oriented organization turned into a flow-oriented organization. And for the flexible maintenance project, that meant that we actually could eliminate quite a lot of waste. For example, we decreased the number of managers from 10 into 3. And we don't have any project manager anymore that actually handling the product. And the mindset has also changed. Now we have the mindset to work for long-term perspective, and the product is managed to be sustainable for a long time. But of course, stepping in as a manager in that kind of project that has been going on for such a long time was quite challenging.
Yes. As Charlotte said, we started the 1st of February this year, and it has really been a challenge, and especially the first month, I could say. There was a really, really hard pressure on us to deliver new features, and the trust for IT at that time was very low. And if you go to the development teams, they were not used that manager was present. They sat on the floor by themselves. They were not used to. So they was asking, when we came, they was asking a lot of questions. The first weeks, they were asking me, what is your role? Will you be the new Scrum Master? I am the Scrum Master. Will you be that? And so on. And they also got comments like, I don't want you to participate on the retrospectives. So that was the situation.
Yes. And we try to meet those questions and challenges by creating good conditions for the teams. And we are trying to provide a frame for the workspace of the teams, so the teams can work within that frame, handling their own work and also take their own decisions. We also try to clarify different roles and responsibilities. We had a few new roles. For example, the business delivery manager and the product owner for the whole product. And together they are handling the tact and the quality of the product. We also clarify the teams. We have 8 teams working with different parts of the product. And the goal is to have self-sufficient teams everywhere, so the teams can shape their own way of working. And today some of them are working according to Scrum, and some of them are working according to Kanban. And one crucial thing to have self-sufficient team is to give them a clear picture of the common goal and the flow in the project or in the product development. And for us, the flow is a well-defined value chain that is also our working process within that frame. And it's very important that everyone can see and understand the flow and the process and also know what to contribute with. And we are the management team. We are working with the mindset, with the way of working, and also we are holding the frame in place. The most important for us is to create the best conditions for the teams and also handling everything that is going on outside the frame.
So what do I do a usual week? Except for ordinary tasks like approving time cards, working with forecasts, etc., that is normal work for managers, I work within 3 areas. The first one I call break barriers. And it's things outside the teams usually work. It can be when the teams want to try new things. For instance, now when we are working to use cloud solutions with Amazon, for instance. And the second one, strategic questions, is more that Charlotte said about the frame, and also to secure that we are heading Scania IT's targets. And the last one, and where I spend most of my time, to be available for the teams. And I think that even if you are an adult, you want to be seen and to be heard. So therefore I start every day to walk around in the office to just say hello and how are you and what's happened yesterday, what's going on today, and just to be there to talk to them. And here is an example how my calendar can look like a week. My intention is that before lunch, I should be available for the teams, and I try as much as possible to not book any other meetings, just to be with the teams. And during that day, during 9:45 until 10, we have pulse meetings We start every day with the support pulse. Then the development teams has their pulse, and we have a flex pulse. I really try to be and join these meetings. And also to be available for other work meetings that will come up with short notice. You know, the agenda always, something pops up and you to be available. I block a lot of my time in calendar so I can open up and be available for new meetings and so. And I think that that is a key to be agile as a manager.
Yes. And now the journey continues, and we have a lot of challenges ahead. The product will grow, and the teams will grow, and also our leadership needs to grow to make that happen. And if you want to step by in the open space later on, we will be in that corner. And until that, we say thank you very much for listening.